Will Rogers never roamed the halls of the theater named for him in Oklahoma City. He died in 1935. The theater, which functioned as a first-run movie theater until the 1980s, was built in 1946. But today, the owner, Carl Milam, cherishes his legacy, and Carl just happens to be Will Rogers' great-grandnephew.
Whenever Will Rogers came into Oklahoma City, he stayed with my grandmother, who was his niece, and my grandfather, and he would stay with them at their house, which was over on 19th Street. And basically, my dad was, probably 10, 11, 12 years old, and would be out playing with his friends out in the park, and he'd say, do you want to go meet Will Rogers? And they'd say, you're pulling your leg. And he goes, no, come on in. And so they would run in, and there'd be gentlemen sitting at the couch reading the paper, and my dad said that he'd come in and say, Uncle Will, these guys want to talk to you. And he'd just drop his paper down for a second and said, hi, boys, scram, and then put his paper back up.
Carl, who also owns Sushi Nico next door on the south side of the building, and Musashi's Japanese Steakhouse across the street, decided to buy the theater in 2002, where he opened Will's Coffee Shop in the lobby. In early 2008, he teamed up with Kurt Fleisfresher, and they transformed the lobby into an upscale eatery with a cafe, a full bar, great vibes, and live entertainment.
I really like hanging up the lobby bar myself. It's very comfortable. It has a great feel of the music and everything. A great sound system. Something about being in a place where it smells good, sounds good, looks good. It's very satisfying.
The auditorium has also been renovated over the years, and it now serves as an event space. But one of the most interesting things about the Will Rogers Theater is the original painted mural that tells the story of Will Rogers' life and career.
We spent quite a bit of time restoring it very recently, and it's kind of an interesting story. It tells the story of Will Rogers' life from when he was born in Newaga and went through the various stages of his life. If you look at it more closely, you'll see a picture of Will standing there waving, and if you look very closely, you'll see that has been cut out and moved. It looks like a polo pony is running on some sort of platform. Well, that was the wing of a plane that got moved as well. Basically took all the grime and all the debris off of it, secured the painting back to the wall, and then painstakingly restored it and brought it back to its original condition.
The Will Rogers Theater, located at 4322 Northwestern Avenue, may not be running movies anymore, but they are still serving up good times. To read the full story about Will Rogers Theater, go to journalrecord.com and search These Walls.